Senior officials of the 21-member Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, today started their two-day formal meeting in Clark, Freeport, Pampanga. Up in their agenda are discussions on various initiatives to expand the benefits of the region's 3 billion people and enhance economic growth, trade, and investments. At the opening of the first senior officials meeting, or SOM-1, APEC 2015 SOM Chair Laura de Rosario said the meeting will lay down the groundwork for agenda priorities of the APEC this year. More on the APEC meeting from Jorge Bandola, live from Clark, Pampanga. George?
Isabella, at the onset of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation 2015, the first senior officials meeting was held here at the Clark Freeport Zone, specifically at the Fontana Resort Gallery 2, with our very own, the Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Laura del Rosario, serves as the senior officials chairman for this APEC 2015 Philippines. However, members of the Anti-Corruption and Transparency Technical Working Group have already submitted their policy reform recommendations to the senior officials of the APEC 2015. Among their recommendations is to stamp out all forms of corruption in the government and in investments. Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales stressed that every government has to spearhead the fight against corruption and bribery if they are serious in uplifting the lives of their countrymen. Doing business in the Asia-Pacific region has become strong since the inception of the APEC, and it's imperative for every government to grant its people the full measures of the blessings of a robust economy. Ombudsman Morales says good governance leads to economies closer to achieving inclusive growth, thereby generating employment and new opportunities and reducing poverty. It was a fact that the world has witnessed rounds of economic downturns due to corporate fraud and other fraudulent government transactions. Morales insists that the government has the duty to eliminate the bribery along with the regulatory red tape to get the business going and thrive. Laying down the foundation of good governance, member economies agreed that the participation of the civil society will therefore ensure that the government resources are safeguarded and funneled to the rightful beneficiaries in poor communities. Meantime, Undersecretary Alexander Pama of the Office of the Civil Defense calls on the strengthening of regional participation in dealing with disasters in the Asia-Pacific. In the 7th Emergency Preparedness Working Group meeting, Pama stressed the need for holistic, comprehensive, integrated and proactive disaster risk reduction management approach. The senior officials believe that economic growth should not be hindered by these disasters. The importance of early preparation and mitigation, as well as research, collaboration and knowledge sharing, should be upheld to protect business, trade and economic growth. Asia-Pacific region has the 40% of the world's population. 50% of the global trade comes from these countries, thereby contributing to at least 60% of the world's total gross domestic product. But almost 70% of the disaster and weather disturbances happen in the Asia-Pacific region annually, with estimated losses of $70 billion a year. And he said that it is incumbent for the APEC to seriously address these climate changes challenges. Earlier, AEC or APEC spokesperson Charles Jose says the Philippines will get the most rewards from hosting the APEC. The perceived effects will be greatly felt by the micro, small and medium enterprises as the continued talks and strengthening of trade liberalization among APEC countries are being pushed. And just a few hours ago, the APEC had a gala dinner for the participants of the SOM-1 that includes the members of the media. In her speech, SOM Chair Undersecretary Laura del Rosario proudly traced her roots to the historic Pampanga, and she boasts of this region as the next potential region for economic growth. Undersecretary del Rosario also asked the audience to witness the traditional Aika prayer and dance. The gala dinner is actually a night of cultural presentation that features pure Filipino talent and of music and dance. And may I add, the media accreditation and treatment to media by the International Media Center here at the APEC, the Malacanang Media Affairs and Relations Office handles the media and media relation with regards to pooling, announcement of events, providing for support materials and logistics. And I commend the Office of the Deputy Director General for this. With Unit 4, this has been Jorge Bandola for People's Television.
Thank you very much, George. Live from Pampanga, the APEC 2015 Senior Officials Meeting.